Okay, so we're going to write down. We're going to have a look at some work on proportions today. Now, proportions are essentially the same things as ratios and fractions. And we can split up an amount into two different things. So we're going to write down two equivalent ratios form a proportion. What does the word equivalent mean? Who can remember? Oh, Gordon?
Equivalent means the same?
Yeah, the same, okay. Can anybody give me an example of two equivalent ratios? It can be any two. Imogen?
12 to 24 to 24 to 48.
Yes, 12 to 24 is equivalent to, what did you say, 24 to?
48.
24 to 48, yeah. As they both simplify to, what do they both simplify to? Simplify.
6.
1
to
6 to
6. 1 to 2.
Yeah, you're all right, but the simplest one is? Yeah, 1 to 2. And we're going to write sometimes proportions can be written as fractions. I'm just going to put up an example to see how we do the following. Okay, so we've got 8 over 12 is the same as 12 over x. And what we have to do is work out what this particular value is, okay? Now, there's two ways that you can do this. And I'm going to show you both. And I don't mind which way you do it. 1 second, Gordon, okay? So, we're going to say method 1. And this method is just probably one that we are quite used to. If I've got 8 over 12, 8 over 22 is the same as 12 over x. Any ideas on how you think we could work out what the value of x is? Remember, if these are equivalent, this fraction is the same as this one. What do you think, Gordon?
You divide the denominator by 2 and then multiply by 3 because 8 is, half of 8 is 4 and 8 plus 4 is 12.
Right, okay, good. So what Gordon's saying, what do I do to 8 in order to get 12? Well, Gordon's saying, okay, well, I can multiply it by, what? Yep, I could half it, or multiply it by a half, get 4, and then multiply by, that gives me 4 multiplied by 3, okay, and that gets me the number 12. And then I would need to do exactly the same thing on the bottom. So that's a good way. How else, instead of doing it in 2 steps, how could I just do it in 1? So remember we talked about this before. If I've got 8 multiplied by something, it gives me 12. How do I work out what this something is? Agnes? No. Like how do I work out 8 multiplied by something gives me 12? How do I work out what this something is? Yep, Stephanie? You divide, right, so you do 12 divided by 8. If we put that into our calculator, what do we get? This is method 1, okay, and you get 1.5. So 8 multiplied by 1.5 gives me 12. So 8 multiplied by 1.5 gives me 12. So 22 multiplied by 1.5, that's going to tell me what my value of x is. What does that give me? Yes, 33. Okay, so 8 over 22 is the same as 12 over 33. Okay, so remember, whatever you do to the top, you do exactly the same to the bottom, okay? Is that okay? Make sense? Okay, I'll let you finish copying and then we'll have a look at method 2. Now, method 2 is kind of nice if you just like a little straightforward method you can follow. I call this cross multiplication or cross multiplying.
So you divide it, that's how you divide a fraction, you cross multiply.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. Gordon, I like your enthusiasm. Let's just let everybody focus, all right? Okay. Okay, everybody got method 1 down? All right, now to do method 2, let's all put our pens down just for a second. I'll show you how this works. It's actually not that bad, okay? It's pretty straightforward. What we do is we cross multiply. So I'm going to draw a cross, okay? And I'm going to do exactly what it tells me. What's the 8 pointing to? The x, okay? And I'm going to multiply those two together. What do I get when I do 8 multiplied by x?
Nothing.
No. 8. What's 8 multiplied by x?
Well, you just get x.
8x. Yeah, remember algebra. 8 multiplied by x is just 8x. Then I'm going to do, what's the 22 pointing to? Yep, and I'm going to multiply those two together, and I get 264. 22, that's what I get when I do 22 multiplied by 12. Right, what am I trying to figure out in this example? What am I trying to find?
The x.
Yeah, the x, okay, so what do I need to get rid of to find out what x is? Javian? Yeah, I need to get rid of the 8. To get rid of the 8. What is the 8 doing to the x? It's timesing, so to get rid of something that's timesing, I have to divide. So when I divide both sides by 8, good, I get x equals 33. All right, so again, 8 over 22 is the same as 12 over 33. Now, which one of these methods do you prefer, do you think? Method 1? Hands up if you prefer method 1. It doesn't matter, anyone you can, like, method 2? Method 2.
Wait, you did 8 divided by 8? Or what did you divide?
You divide.
So, I divided both sides by 8. Because what do I get when I do 8 divided by 8?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get 1x. Okay, 8 divided by 8 is 1. And that divided by that gives me this. Alright, now I don't mind which method you use. It's completely up to you, okay? Let me give you one to try. You try this one. I want you to find x in this one. 5 over 9 equals... Now this time the x is on the top. It doesn't make any difference, okay? Let me just make this look like a 9. here, okay? So if you're using your calculator, it makes all these things a lot easier. Who wants to show me how to do it with method 1? Okay. Well, let's see. Let's be confident.
So basically, you just 9 to get 9 to 17.
Yep.
You have to divide it by 8.5, I think.
Okay, so did you do 17 divided by 9?
Yeah.
And you got...
Oh, okay, never mind.
No. Okay, well, we need to work out, what do we multiply 9 by to get 17? Okay, so 9 multiplied by what gives me 17? Okay. So how do we work out what goes in the box? How do we work out what that number is? Yes. You divide, right. So what's 17 divided by 9? It doesn't look very nice, but what is it? It's not just 1.
1.9.
1.888. And what happens with those 8s?
There's a 9 in it too.
Yeah, but what happens with those 8s?
It's 1.8. You put
It keeps going on for ever, right? So what do we call that? What type of decimal is that? Begins with R. Recurring decimal, right, good. How do we write down, everybody listening, how do we write down, 1.8 recurring, that it goes on forever? 1.8, what do we have to do? Yes. Yeah, you can, now there's different ways you can do it. I could do it like this. I could do it like 1.8 with a little dot on the top. That just shows me that the 8 keeps going forever, okay? I could do it with, I could put a couple of 8s if I want and put a line over all of them. I could put a dot at the end. It doesn't matter as long as you put the little dot in, okay? That just means the 8 goes on forever, right? So all I need then to do to finish off is multiply the 5 by 1.8 recurring. Now you've already got this in your calculator. Okay, because when you did 17 divided by 9, you should see 1.8 with a whole pile of 8s, yes? And we just multiply that by? We just multiply it by?
5?
Yes. And what do we get for x? Right, we get 5.44, and what happens with the 4s? They go on forever, so how do I write it properly? 5.4 with a little dot, okay? Or some of you use a little line, that is fine, okay? If you use a little line, it doesn't matter, okay? Hands up if you got that. Some of you did, okay? Now, to do it the other way.
Yeah, I did it.
All right, so set it up for me, Hannah.
So times 5 times 17.
Yep, and you get?
85.
Okay.
And then 9 times x, which is 9x.
Yep.
And then you divide each side by 9.
Yep.
Then it would be x equals 9.4, and with the line on top.
9.4?
Yeah.
Have I done something wrong then?
Yeah.
1.8 recurring times 5. Sorry, yep, I wrote this down. This should be what number? Come on, keep me right here. It should be a 9, yeah.
You could all
16.4 with the line
Yep, okay, so it's
9x equals
9.4 recurring, okay, with the little line or the little dot, okay? And that's the same as what I got here, okay? I just didn't multiply it correctly on my calculator. Okay? Yes?
9x equals
Yes, that's absolutely fine. If you write it the other way around, 9x equals 85, it doesn't matter. Good. And then you divide both sides by your 9, and it'll still get you down to your answer, okay? Don't let these recurring decimals, confuse you, okay? They're just numbers. Your calculator deals with them, okay? It will work them out. Let me give you a couple to do. You try these ones for me. Now, if you need to get that copied, please do. So you try these. Okay, you have a go at those ones, okay? There's 4 on the board. Alright, Gordon, come on.